Hey, Eric.
Hey, Chris.
It's time. We have ran a poll at patreon.com/retroam to determine the victor of who will be the subject of miniseries number 7 at patreon.com/retroam. The two final choices.
If we declare a victor, can they be declared the victor Ireland?
Yeah, they can be yes. Anytime
right.
we use the word victor, Ireland is implied.
Okay.
Do a jig.
So last week we decided what the miniseries theme was or something, and now we're already at the final two choices.
Yeah, we're at the final two choices. It was explained in the last episode. The final two choices were Parasite Eve 2 and Mega Man Legends. Those were the two finalists here, and it's been a raging battle, and I don't know who won yet. So
potentially our first Nintendo 64 game.
Really?
It was called Mega Man 64, but yeah, as far as I know, it's the same game.
Oh, okay. I didn't know that. So I have not seen the results yet. It was at 50% to 50% when we last checked, but there could be some rounding here. So I'm currently scrolling down and pressing enter in Excel in order to complete the formula to add the numbers up.
Chris is using the internet.
And the final tally, Eric, is Parasite Eve is coming in with 137 votes. Mega Man Legends, 137 votes, Eric. It is a dead heat tie.
And this is a vice president situation.
This is a who's the vice president of Retrograde Amnesia?
It's Mark Shepard.
It's Mark.
Shepard?
Yes, in the bylaws, it says all ties will be broken.
All right, let's cold call Mark.
By Mark. So we're going to cold call Mark.
Mark has no idea this is happening.
Yep.
Your call has been forwarded
Holy
to an-
shit, now what? Do we delay till next episode, potentially? He could call me back.
If he calls you back, then just answer it.
Okay.
And if it's in the middle of this episode, it'll just interrupt the episode.
Yes, it'll be a diegetic phone call.
Yes. Would you like to hear some hot sounds I've recorded?
You mean hot sounds I recorded?
Thanks, Mark.
What did he call right back? Welcome to Retrograde Amnesia, a comprehensive podcast where we discuss classic JRPGs chapter by chapter, beat by beat. Welcome back to Season 8, Episode 20 of our coverage of Phantasy Star 4, The End of the Millennium. I think I've been doing that every time. The Dr. Claw voice. I need to retire that for a little bit. My name is Chris, and I'm joined by Eric. Hello, Eric.
Hey, Chris.
Hi, nice to see you. We're also joined, as always, of course, by the Real Netted Collective of patrons who are watching us record this podcast live on a secret video feed found out there at patreon.com/retroam.
Mark's at a show and can't hear his phone.
Oh, okay. Can we do it by text? Should we do it by text, or do we need the man?
I mean, you know what he's going to pick.
Yeah, I know what he's going to pick.
Okay, I texted him.
Okay.
We're also joined by the Fake Net, our post-production voice from the computer, who went on a date with Cybersmoke from Mortal Kombat 3 and said he did his Armageddon fatality when he
Initializing fake net.
A man who smokes is boring, but a robot who used to be a man who smokes turns me on.
Well, that sure is interesting, Eric. Thanks for having me over to play Mortal Kombat
Legacy Collection.
Legacy Collection the other day. That was fun.
We played about 7 Mortal Kombat games.
Yeah, I had a pretty good time doing some combos with Shiva and hitting the, what's the ball called?
The reptile
ball.
The fast ball and the slow ball, juggling reptiles' balls.
Yeah, pretty good. Pretty good time out there. Thank you for having me over there.
Chris, breaking news here from
Yes.
Mark Shepard, our vice presidential tiebreaker. He has come in with the decision. He is at a show right now, but he has texted me. I said, Mark, pick between Parasite Eve 2 and Mega Man Legends. And Mark has picked MM Legends.
Oh, wow. Mega Man.
He says, to be fair, I've never played Parasite Eve 2.
It's destiny. Well, that's it. The next Retrograde Amnesia miniseries is on Mega Man Legends. That'll be fun.
Mega Man Legends.
Have you played it?
I have played Mega Man Legends for about an hour. At some point, I bought Mega Man Legends, Legends 2, and Tron Bonne and put them on my Vita and was like, I'm going to play all these.
And you didn't?
And then I did not.
Oh, okay.
Have you ever played it, Chris?
Only the other day when I put it on my Duck Station to see if it was working. I put both games. I downloaded the disc images from both games legally because I have the copies of the games over there, and tested them out to make sure that they were in good working order. And that's it. That's all I played. About 10 minutes of it. Just running around being Mega Man.
Well, thanks, Chris. I would like to say farewell and salutations to Parasite Eve 2, a 4-time miniseries loser.
I'm sure you'll be back
We'll get to it one day. I really want to play that game.
one of these days.
Like, I never want to, like, tilt the miniseries voting in my favor because we are happy to do all of them.
Yeah.
But I really wanted to do Parasite Eve 2.
Oh, really?
But it's fine. I also want to do Mega Man Legends.
Okay.
Well, you know what I want to do more?
Dezillis.
Town 1 plays. I want to go in this old inn that's currently a sick house.
Yeah, they've turned it into a clinic because of all the sickness from what is local zombie infestations, or
I think it is the, like...
the Garabik Tower is
The
sending...
Garabik Tower, like, proximity has, like, made trees eat people and zombified a town. Like, it's radiating out a sickness that is affecting different towns differently. And we're in Meese right now, right? That's where we're doing our thing. Because Zoso is the penguin town, now we're in Meese.
Right.
Well, let's go in this bottom right house, the old inn that they have converted. Who's the first guy you talked to in here?
I spoke with Neckerchief, who says, this place is actually a large inn renowned throughout Dezillis, but because there are so many ill, the innkeeper is letting us use it. Such a wonderfully warm-hearted person. I'd say it's beyond the call of duty.
We should give him a Medal of Honor. That took a second. Okay. Green shirt, blue hat. No medicine seems to cure this strange illness. At this point, the only thing to do is inject life energy into them to prolong their lives a little. That's why all these people from Esper have come.
Huh.
Okay, let's unpack that a little bit. What do you think life energy is, and how are they injecting it?
Life energy is what they call in Dragon Ball Z Ki, right?
Okay. It's what I call caffeine.
Oh, caffeine is life energy. I've stopped drinking caffeine after my initial coffee in the morning.
Oh, I thought you said entirely. I was like, what the fuck are you doing, man?
No. And
What is the initial coffee in the morning? How much coffee are you drinking
like
in the morning?
a fucking pot of coffee.
A whole, okay. How many, the Mr. Coffee pot, what number does that go up to? Does it fill? Are you drinking the full pot?
No, it's going to like 4.
Okay, 4 is also what I do every morning.
Yeah, it's going to about 4. I don't always drink it all, but I occasionally do. But I used to occasionally would go grab a Red Bull or something on the way out the house in the afternoon.
Uh-huh.
And I stopped doing that. And I feel less anxious.
Oh, wow. I have a tremendous problem with anxious and anxiety that I'm seeing a therapist for. So you're telling me that I should stop the caffeine? It fixes things? This could fix me? Are you my Esper Mansion? Are you here telling me to stop drinking the fucking...
Yeah, I mean...
The anxiety juice makes me feel anxiety? Are you serious?
It probably won't matter for you at all because you run a lot. And so if that doesn't take it away, then you probably do need to continue to see a mental health professional.
All right.
Yeah.
Thank you, Dr. Chris. I appreciate the diagnosis.
But if you're grabbing a Red Bull on your way out of the house to go pick up your kids from school, and then you're finding yourself a little bit stressed out when you get home,
Yeah.
a little bit anxious about what the hell's going to happen upstairs, what's going on upstairs, all the dogs barking and feet bouncing.
And we talked about that doorknob problem 2 episodes ago, right?
Yeah. So that also helps as well.
So back to life energy. Is that what we're talking about? You were talking about something about Dragon Ball, and I hit you with my bullshit instead.
I think the point is I have none. I have no life energy.
Okay.
Yeah, life energy I think is just the ki or the chi or the spirit energy that Goku gets when he throws giant bombs at people.
Okay. Will we find out why these Espers have this power, or is it just something that they have? Why do the humans on Dezillis tap into life energy power? And why only these Parmenians?
Oh, do you think this is like a
mutation type?
Spiritual thing, or is it a mutation, a midi-chlorian thing?
Do you believe people can be spiritually healed of actual sickness?
No.
I don't either. So I think it's a midi-chlorian thing.
Okay. Midi-chlorians confirmed. Congratulations.
Great. I'm glad we solved the mystery of the Esper. Who'd you talk to next?
The Esper, who I labeled as the spaceman because I didn't know what an Esper was. They
have green capes.
They have capes, but it's not like a cape, from medieval times. It is cape from space, which I think capes from space are a little shorter and they're cut a little differently.
In my playthrough of this game, I went back to what is the first town, Piazza, and there's a lot of people dressed like space people that I thought were going to be present throughout the entire narrative of this, but the spaceman theme is few and far between.
Yeah, I think you're right about that.
Anyway, what do you say?
Oh yeah, the dude says that's a Star War. They have midi-chlorians. Is that a Star War?
I think we brought the Star War to it, but since we haven't pushed the button at all, and we just
also the prequels weren't out when this game was made, so
but it was a prequel to the prequel. We can push the button. Fucking the special editions weren't even out, but we just made it out. We make the rules.
Go see a Star War.
Number 3. So anyway, what's he say?
We're the Espers that you have all been talking about. We have come from the Esper Mansion, southeast of here.
Oh, okay. That helps.
They have a school for gifted youngsters, Chris?
Or maybe all these special people have to live in the same house like the X-Men?
Yes.
Probably. There's another Esper in here who says, there are many more who have power like ours in the Esper Mansion.
Bottom left Esper by a bedridden lady.
Mm-hmm.
We're in pain. But the patients are in even more pain. We've got to work harder.
I'm going to inject more midi-chlorians into them?
From this point of view here, it seems like that they are absorbing their pain themselves, taking their pain away by some kind of osmosis process. That's what I gathered from this transaction.
Oh, interesting. Okay.
Because why else would the Esper be in pain?
Very interesting, yeah. Maybe it takes them a little bit of time to regenerate their life energy. So in order to provide that, they must also experience pain. There's a man Esper in a red carpet room who says, to give others life energy means the taking of life energy from ourselves. But, well, I guess that confirms it.
It's a real sacrifice.
Yeah, they're sharing their pain.
Chris, would you give me a kidney?
Yeah.
Really? Like if our blood types were, mine was all fucked up?
Yeah, pretty much anybody that I know that, I would probably give a kidney to, right?
Dang, I wouldn't do that.
Really?
Yeah.
So you wouldn't give a kidney to me?
My dad had stage 4 kidney cancer and somehow beat it twice. So my kidneys could be all fucked up. Why would you want to get a potentially fucked up kidney? Like I am doomed to have fucked up kidneys.
I don't know if cancer is doom.
Cancer's doom a lot of times. Not always.
Well, I'm sorry. I don't know if hereditary. I don't know if every cancer is hereditary.
Oh, sure. Yeah.
Like both of my grandfathers died from colon cancer, but I have a great ass.
Mm-hmm. It's been verified too since you got it inspected.
Yes. There's a person in this room who's in pain.
Yeah.
That's all they say. Also
I'm sorry, Chris. Can I correct you? They say, "Oh, I'm in pain."
Oh, sorry. I didn't paraphrase the oh. Damn.
Top left bed Esper. Wham!
Damn.
This patient needs life energy. Wham!
Damn.
And every person you talk to in bed will scream and cry about being in pain.
Yeah. There's a shelf in here too, by the way.
You can look at things on it, read it, touch it.
Yeah, Chaz says he's a hotel owner, so these must be his supplies. Like Bibles, soap.
The Gideon Bible.
Yes, thank you.
The top right couple standing in front of the big bed, the vestman, he says, I'm the innkeeper. To tell the truth, I didn't want our place to be used, but with all those empty rooms, the townspeople would have looked at me reproachfully. How upsetting. Darn. Don't you hate it when you're publicly shamed into doing a good deed because people are looking?
Yeah, it happens all the time. Like when you have to pick up your dog shit.
Well, ideally you would do that when people are not looking.
I do.
Okay.
I always pick up the dog shit.
Yeah.
But I'm always hoping somebody sees me do it.
Mm-hmm.
I need that validation.
Have I told the story about getting maced when I tried to help somebody before?
You've told me, but I don't know if you told on the podcast. But
I probably have. A bridge version, a lady wrecked her car, went to go help, she maced me.
Does she think you wrecked her car?
She's real old. Oh. She was real old. And she just rolled down the window and maced me. Okay. Top right couple. Orange sweater lady, the wife. It's the guy, the wife of the innkeeper.
Yeah.
She says, yes, maybe we should just make it a hospital. Chris, yes, we will make it a hospital.
Yes. Just like they did in Downton Abbey during World War I. They turned the
Abbey into a hospital.
They turned the Abbey into a hospital, like a tuberculosis hospital.
Hell yeah. Yeah, cool. It's one of those diseases that we killed, right?
It'll be back. Don't worry.
It's coming back.
Everything comes back. Low-rise genes, measles, tuberculosis.
Parasite Eve 2.
Yes. There's also a shelf in here I spoke with, and it says Hotel Management and Customer Service. That's the name of the periodical on here. And Chaz says, a pretty studious husband.
That's nice.
Chaz is often calling people pretty studious when he sees their books.
He's amazed that other people do knowledge for fun.
That they have books.
You mentioned that hotel magazine. Have you ever gotten your hands on some kind of like intra-profession trade magazine full of like all kinds of shit that is like written for that particular business that you've never seen before?
No, I'm aware of them because I once took a business-to-business marketing class.
Oh, wow.
And they talked about them there, but I don't know.
It's like an entire industry.
I've never read one before.
I read one on pharmacy pills one time.
Oh, cool.
It's cool. This is all before we go upstairs.
Mm-hmm.
Top left room, left Esper. We're the other shift.
Yeah.
Top left room, right Esper. We're the other shift.
Both are the other shift, yes.
Top left room, bookshelf. What's it say, Chris?
I don't think I got that one.
He's a hotel owner, so these must be his supplies.
Oh, same as it said before.
Top right room, right Esper.
Yeah.
This strange illness broke out right after the Gyrobic Tower appeared. Raja, though, knew it all along. He says,
see, just as I told you, that tower must be the cause.
Raja then spins in circles and falls over as music, suspicion plays. The gang all turned around in formation to look at Raja. Chaz thinks it's a comedy routine, another one of Raja's gags.
Japes. He says, Raja, quit joking around.
Rika breaks down the severity of the situation.
Chaz, this is no joke. He's got a tremendous fever.
Rune charts a course of action.
Quickly, we must carry him to a bed.
Fade to black. When it comes back, Raja is in that bed in the left room upstairs, with the other shift guys standing around nearby. Rika wonders if we're ready to do a quest where a JRPG party gets medicine for a sick friend.
Even Raja has fallen sick. He'll die if we leave him like this.
Chaz somehow still believes this is a bit.
Ha ha ha, I don't believe it.
Rika once again emphasizes the severity of the current predicament.
This isn't any laughing matter, Chaz.
Chaz realizes his jest was in poor taste.
He says he's sorry.
Rune can sense that Rika can also sense something else with her senses.
Rika, you're aware of it too, aren't you?
Rika says Rune's name with an ellipsis.
Rune.
In contrast to Chaz's poor read of the situation, Rune asserts knowledge and dominance, claiming,
I've sensed it since we came to Desolus, but it feels particularly strong here.
Rika confirms.
Yes.
Chaz wants in on the insider information.
What is it? What are you two talking about?
Rune deploys more proper nouns for villainous forces.
Chaz, listen carefully. This feeling is the black energy wave.
Is this our first BEW mention?
Boo? The boo? First boo?
The black energy wave.
Yeah, I think so. We've talked about the feeling of contempt floating around space and stuff like that a few times when Satan was getting it up in the computer.
Unresolved aerosol hatred.
Unresolved. Yes, yeah, absolutely. But I think this might be the first time we've seen the proper noun.
Chaz struggles to repeat the new vocabulary word.
The black?
Rune connects all of our current dots.
It's probably coming from the Garabik Tower, and it's pretty close.
Chaz has nothing here.
Darn.
The camera then pans down as an Esper runs up the stairs. Music, Red Alert plays, and my dude screams.
Help, help! Kyra. Kyra has headed for the Garabik Tower by herself.
You're a Kyra guy, huh?
Kira?
I say Kira because I've seen the Chronicles of Riddick.
I say Kyra because I used to watch Ronin Warriors.
As you wish, Kyra. Feel my fury.
Who could win in a fight, Riddick or a Ronin warrior?
Depends on if all 5 of the Ronin warriors gave their power to Ryo of the Wildfire to create the armor of the Inferno.
What are the odds of that happening?
Happens like every episode in the back half of the series.
It's like the Power Ranger fucking
It's basically, yeah.
You say you're Kyra, I'll say my Kira. We'll meet in the middle somewhere, Chris. Don't worry. Chaz does not realize this is another dot we're about to connect.
Kyra?
The Esper provides more information.
She's a girl of exceptional courage from our group, but this is too reckless. There's a forest of carnivorous trees surrounding the tower.
Chris, would you rather be a girl of exceptional courage or a person of lordly caliber?
I always default to person of lordly caliber.
I think so. I would be as well, especially since it's not correct to call myself a girl.
Also true. I mean, you could if you want to, though.
Rika says the word Chaz.
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 Chaz re-Chazes and answers the call of leadership.
Right. We can't let her go alone. Where is this forest?
The Esper provides location data to our telephones.
It's northeast of town.
Chaz dismisses class.
Okay, let's go.
So I think earlier I made reference to Carnivorous Forests. I didn't realize we didn't know about that yet. Have you accidentally walked in the Carnivorous Forest yet, or is that still yet to come?
I think we heard about them from an NPC.
Okay.
But in my real life, have I done that? Is that what you're asking me?
I mean, have you walked into a giant Venus flytrap from Batman and Robin and fucking Poison Ivy's lair?
No, but I think like in real life, that's just walking into like the brush in the woods with shorts on. That feels pretty carnivorous.
I mean, yeah,
your legs get touched by branches and stuff.
Yeah, but around here, ticks are more of a concern than forests.
Are ticks carnivorous?
Well, they're not the forest. Like, they're not plants. They're biological bugs. Like, these are plants that eat people.
Oh.
Like the trees in the living forest in Mortal Kombat 2 being manipulated by smoke and jade.
That's true, but what if the ticks are eating us on behalf of the forest?
You think the forest controls the bugs? We can roll out a lot of fiction with that.
Yeah, it might.
That's how the forest fights back, by unleashing plagues.
It's possible. You never know.
Bugcontrol.com. Well, that's it for that. I talked to Raja in the bed. Did you do that?
Yeah, he says maybe it was bad luck. But with those nurses here, maybe the worst of times will be the best of times. Ho, ho, ho. He doesn't say ho, 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 but you know.
He didn't say any of that for me. He just said ooh,
ooh. I think maybe you can talk to him twice.
Okay.
Yeah.
After he says woo woo, Chaz is sad his friend won't die and says, you just won't give up, will you?
Well, I got something totally different.
All right.
In my game, he pulled a Master Roshi.
What is that?
a horny old man in bed with nurses. Or that's seen the nurse.
Oh, yeah.
He
Okay. I
wants
would
to-
love to do that at some point.
Yeah.
I'm sure the nurses love it too.
Oh, yeah, I'm
Everyone
sure.
likes being sexually harassed on the job.
Mm-hmm.
The Esper at the foot of the bed twists around at regular intervals, and he says,
Kira is such a daredevil.
the Esper who ran here also tells us Kira is such a daredevil. The shift Espers remark, finally, I'm on break.
Great.
On the first floor, where Music Desolate Town 1 plays, all the Espers ask, please help Kira. Now, did you do anything else before you went to the world map of Desolus?
I did not. Did you?
No, let's go. Desolus Field 1 plays. I fought a new enemy out here?
You did?
I think so. Owl Talon?
Yeah, that's what you fought in the Ice Digger, I think.
Okay, yeah, the green angry owl.
Yeah, I think we got that one already.
I get in my Ice Digger, where Landmaster AVX Numbers plays, and head northeast, through the shit, and head through the forest before the tower. But then something happens. The Ice Digger cannot penetrate the dome. Music, Red Alert plays, and we see a small manga panel of a figure with blue hair in a blue cloak, stuck in the branches of a tree with one red eye. Rika tells us what we already know. Look, someone is being attacked. Chaz takes a leap of faith, or perhaps uses deductive reasoning, or is perhaps aware that there's only one person we can possibly meet out here.
Is that Kira?
Music, Defeat at a Below plays, and the trees produce an awful Sega Genesis FM synth fart noise.
I couldn't capture this hot sound effect. Instead, here's what it sounds like when I fart.
And we're fighting 3 carnivorous trees.
Yes.
What is unique about this battle?
The carnivorous trees continue to respawn even when you kill them.
They cannot be defeated. How many respawns did you go through,
You
Chris?
cannot defeat them at a blow. I'm not really sure how many I went through, but I did note that the branches that kind of form their legs look like muscle legs. Very muscular legs.
Very muscular trees.
Ever seen a muscular tree before?
I would love to.
Yeah, well, no, we can't beat them.
It's no good.
Well, we run, and we return to the world map. Music Desolate Field 1 plays, and we have a new manga panel of Chaz pulling Kira, I assume it's Kira, who else could it be, out of those trees. Despite the chaos, despite the explicit threat of violence all around him everywhere he goes, Chaz still refuses to say a cuss word, instead resorting to,
Heck! They keep growing and growing from behind us. There's no end to this. We've got to retreat.
music. Rika plays, and we're in a manga panel cutscene. It's against the black background. The smiling space warrior face of Rika occupies the entire frame. And I think we're inside the Ice Digger. She looks like a person from anime. And
She
I'm
does.
certain Chris will produce a more direct reference of anime.
I think she's still in like the space princess genre of anime.
But she's
90s,
even though she's on land, she's still a space princess.
Yeah, that little tiara that she's got, the blue hair,
Yeah.
the eyes, the collar, the cape, all of it reads very much a space princess to me.
It's a real Magic Knight Ray Earth.
Could be a Magic Knight Ray Earth, one of the original isekais. And she says, "Thank you for rescuing me. My name is Kira Tierney. Who are you all?"
Chris, do you know what Kira's original name was in the Japanese version of this game?
A Ryuka.
Chess Tyranny.
Chess?
Chess.
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 How you say that? Spell that.
Chess. SHESS.
Chess.
Okay. Sure. Fine.
FakeNet, hit me with the Japanese pronunciation, please.
Initializing FakeNet.
It's got to be the Japanese FakeNet, Chris. You don't have that button.
Sorry about that.
Chestiani.
Do you know any good tyrannies?
Any good tyrannies?
Any good tyrannies?
Yeah.
The March of the Black Queen, Nogre Battle. That was Tyrant.
No,
that
I
was
mean,
a Tyrant.
Okay, I meant like person with that last name.
I know. No, I don't. Do you?
Okay. Yeah, the guy, the boss from Reservoir Dogs, something tyranny, and then his daughter was the lady in Liar Liar.
Initializing FakeNet.
Lawrence Tierney was in Reservoir Dogs. Maura Tierney is of no relation to Lawrence Tierney and was in Liar Liar.
Oh, I've never heard that surname before.
Manga panel. Rika and Rune from the neck up appear bewildered, flummoxed, and I have no idea why. Rika does not directly answer Kira's question.
We've been sent by your friends. At any rate, I'm glad you're safe.
Is not answering the question the intention of the author and the storytelling, or is it because this was localized one line at a time and nothing is a true follow-up to anything?
Probably the former. I think people can have conversations without directly answering things. Have you ever had talk to any of my children before?
Oh, look, there's a hamburger.
Yeah. See what I mean?
Manga panel, Ice Digger parked in the snow. Kira buys in.
I see. So that's why you came all the way here.
Manga panel, Chaz touches the side of his neck. Chaz then mounts his high horse.
It was pretty reckless of you to come here alone.
Kira takes offense to this and tells Chaz to shove it up his asshole,
I felt I had to do something to make it all right. It just made my blood boil to see all those people in such pain. But those carnivorous trees, they were far tougher than what I heard.
So Chaz wanted to go burn down a forest to punish it for making people sick in Meese?
No, we're trying to get to the Gerbig Tower, and it's in the middle. This is
by
in
the
the way.
trees. Okay.
Yeah.
I thought he was just like going to go take an axe out.
He could. You never know with Jazz.
Chaz replies, but adds nothing to the conversation. He wishes for Kira to do his homework for him.
I wonder if there's a better way to tackle them.
It works. Kira goes on one.
I may know a way. Our leader should be able to tell us. Chief of the Esper Mansion, Lutz.
Manga panel. Pale guy in a hooded white robe. Chris, Lutz is one of the original party members from the original Phantasy Star. After that game ended, Lutz emigrated to Desolus, founded the Esper Mansion, and went into cryo-sleep for 1,000 years. And then, 1,000 years later, he helped out Rolf and his friends in Phantasy Star 2, where Lutz confirmed that Rolf was the last descendant of Alice Landale.
Ooh. Wow. You say Rolf?
Rolf.
Like the dog that plays the piano?
How's that spelled?
I don't know.
Is Rolf R-O-L-F?
It's probably R-O-W-L-F.
Like Ralph?
Yeah, maybe.
FakeNet, what the fuck?
Initializing FakeNet.
Ralph the dog is R-O-W-L-F.
I'm in Delaware, and I found a terrific job in management.
About 2,000 years ago, he, along with a heroine called Alice, saved Algo and has come to be known as the legendary Wizard.
Chris, who in our society has come to be known as the legendary Wizard?
Bill Nye, the science guy.
Wow, you think so? Bill Nye's your vote?
It's the first thing that pops in my head.
Okay, yeah.
John Carmack.
That isn't... No, he kind of sucks.
Yeah, but he
is a legendary wizard.
He did do a wizardry, though.
He did make Doom for the Jaguar in like a day, or whatever that was.
Steph Curry, John Stockton.
John Stockton also sucks now.
He does, but he's still a wizard. You could suck and be a wizard.
As opposed to anybody on the Washington Wizards who are not, in fact, legendary wizards.
John Wall.
Yeah, great player. My votes were Mr. Bean or Johnny Knoxville.
Okay, I thought you were going to say Mr. Beast there for a second, but I do agree with Mr. Bean.
The only thing I know about Mr. Beast is that he tortures people. I have no fucking idea what else that guy does. That's the only thing. He's rich and he tortures people. That's it. Is that even true? Don't tell me.
You could say he tortures people, but...
I will say that. Allegedly parody. Chaz calls bullshit on this claim of legendary wizards.
Bullshit. Wait a minute. Are you saying a person from 2,000 years ago is still alive?
Kira uses a lot of words to say maybe.
It's said that he is still alive in the deepest depths of the Esper Mansion, but they won't let anyone except top-ranking people enter the mansion. That's why I've only seen him once, and from afar at that, during some ceremony. But you can even recognize him from afar. He's intelligent, graceful, classy, just a wonderful person. I have no doubt that he would know of a good way to tackle this problem.
That's the second time the tackle metaphor has been employed.
Yeah, we're overusing it a little bit, but it does work.
Well, the speech check passed, the conversation worked. Chaz has bought in.
He's been alive for 2,000 years.
Kira enters zealot mode.
You don't believe? The Reverend Lutz is an unparalleled magician whose feats have given rise to many a legend. I like that expression, many a legend.
Pretty good,
it's
yeah.
Good.
It's nice.
All you gotta do is throw in a Days of Yore in there and you've got me. She continues, I'm sure the master even knows the secrets to immortality.
Chaz has got nothing for that.
I wonder if that could be true.
The robot in the party talks.
I forgot about this guy. I think he might be my favorite character, though.
His name's Ren.
Logically speaking, it must be something like cryogenic hibernation. Isn't that what you just said it was?
Yeah, I said he was in cryo for 1,000 years. I think that's actually lore. I didn't just make that up.
Okay, so is there a difference between magic and technology in this circumstance, or are we just...
I think magic powers the technology. Like, they don't have scientists or whatever, they just have magic tech. Magitech, if you will.
Oh, okay, yeah. It came from Phantasy Star 4, Magitech. Right, got it.
Kira's never heard of some of those words before and tries to change the subject.
Whatever the case may be, we can't just leave the people of Meese in their misery. We must try to get an audience with Lutz.
Rika's down.
Yes. Hey, Chaz, let's go and see if we can meet this man, Lutz.
Kira is down with Rika.
I'll be your guide. Let's go.
Chaz has no choice but to confirm.
All right, let's go to the Esper Mansion.
You said go.
Let's go the Esper Mansion.
Yeah, they left out the word to. The game actually says, let's go the Esper Mansion.
I would love to go the Esper Mansion. It would be great. But before I go the Esper Mansion, I would like to go the menus. Would you like to go the menus with me, Eric?
Are we going to investigate new characters with menu items?
Yes, we are. We're going to investigate Kyra, whatever. What age do you think she is, Eric?
16.
18. She comes pre-equipped with a silver crown, a Laco slasher, a reflect shield, and a reflect robe. Of note, as I said, a slasher. We have once again acquired a boomerang user in our party. Since the dearly departed Alice is no longer with us, we can now
boomer.
see that thing. I don't get it. Oh, boomerang. Thanks, good job.
Not getting it makes you a boomer.
That is also kind of true. Her character class, or what have you, is Esper. Of note, her skills that she comes preloaded with are Metis, Philele, Telelel, and Hewn, I guess.
I'm sorry, were you just at Snake Church? What's going on?
Yeah, I was just at Snake Church this afternoon. It was a great time. But she has the same kind of spells that our friend Rune has, is the point I'm trying to make here. She's got actual ass magic and not just text.
We go to the world map where Desolate Field 1 plays for 2 seconds, or perhaps Landmaster AVX Numbers plays if you're in the Ice Digger, Chris. Do you instantly get in your digger or car, or do you walk around like a person?
I walk around like a person sometimes just to get some money and level up a little bit.
Because you can't get money in the car.
Not very much.
That's right. It costs money to use the car.
Also, I wanted to check out my new character,
Yeah, I'll use all of her powers. Let's go south, then north, then east through a shitload of ice and get to the Esper Mansion.
I think that would be a good idea.
Esper Mansion music, Requiem for Lutz plays, and 2 Espers in green guard the front door.
But they recognize Kyra and tell us that we can proceed.
That is correct.
I had tried to go here earlier before her, and they're just like, who the fuck are you? Get out of here.
You can't get out of here. No.
Yeah.
At least they let you try it, and it creates an object of intrigue for later. They step aside and allow us to enter. The inside of the Esper Mansion features sky blue rock walls topped off with beige bricks for some reason. The floor is a purple cobblestone deal. It looks like this place is going to be huge. 2 wings extend off on each side, and there's something of a courtyard, a large open space in the center. Statues are everywhere. Chaz immediately says, when he talks to a statue,
"What a gentle-looking face this statue of a woman has." That's my favorite sentence in the game. Can I say it again?
Please.
Please?
Please.
What a gentle-looking face this statue of a woman has.
It's pretty. Can I try it?
Yes.
What a gentle-looking face this statue of a woman has.
It's great.
The statue of a woman has a gentle-looking face.
That would work better.
But we have Yoda mode engaged. So we say it in a way that no human would ever say it.
Oh, it's so great. I love it. Want to talk to some people in here?
Yeah, that's all I want to do. Fucking talk to some people.
Statues?
Talk to somebody. No, there's a million statues. They all fucking say the woman has.
There's a red-haired Esper in here who says this mansion is also cut off from the outside world due to the wall of ice.
Does this red hair remind you of anyone?
Shion Uzuki?
Nash Finkelstein.
Nash?
Yeah.
Which Nash?
I just made up his last. Nash. Fucking Nash. Oh, yeah. We do have multiple canon Nashes on this podcast.
Oh, yeah.
Nash from Lunar.
Check this out version.
Yeah.
Okay.
Check this out.
So they're cut off from the wall of ice. What do they do for food?
They make it with their life force energy. They
just keep sucking each other off?
Yeah.
All right.
Okay, so,
there's a transitive property matter cannot be destroyed. They just keep sucking off energy. And
as we saw at the clinic before, they were administering life energy to ease the pain of these people, right?
Yeah.
Okay, but we did determine that the midi-chlorian transfer is not like infinite. They do get tired and they do also experience pain.
Hold on, what if
but they work in shifts. So when they're off, they go and they regenerate by sleeping and eating like Nutter Butters.
Yeah.
And then they go back and they do that. So here, they do the same thing, except for they're just sucking each other off.
I like where you're going with this, but I want to actually eliminate midi-chlorians from this. I think they're just donating blood. They're the only people who have figured out blood transfusions. Because check it out, it takes them a while to recharge their blood and they get really tired. If you've donated blood, it doesn't hurt, but it's not fun.
But you get cookies.
I get cookies anyway. I'm an adult. I have cookies every day. I've had 3 cookies today, Chris. How many cookies have you had?
I've had 0 cookies today.
See? Who's better? I've had cookies.
You have more midi-chlorians.
3 peanut butter cookies.
Good. Congratulations.
The red-haired person on the right side. Kira, you're being rash again. Just because you're able to get home, Kira interrupts and responds.
I'll be more careful in the future.
Chris, due to some dialogue later in this game, I think this person may be one of Kira's parents in the original in the original writing of this game.
Oh. Yellow hair, East Hall?
Yeah.
You're safe, Kira. I'm glad.
Kira shows gratitude.
Thanks. It's all thanks to these people.
The blonde Esper on the top right. These rooms belong to my friends who are in Meese now. About the next Esper up here. They're all Espers. What'd this Esper tell you?
Kira, how about the town of Meese?
Kira, who I think it's being implied she went AWOL, replies,
Yes, well, my friends are doing their best, but ultimately it's not going to solve anything.
like, do you get some Jessica shit here from Lunar where she, like, Kira maybe runs off and explores does some independent study? And they were just kind of saying like, hey, so did you go to Meese this time?
I think you're right about that, but I think Kira has nobler intentions.
But she still has a mischievous heart.
She does. She's doing things her own way, but she's not going out to go fuck Kyle.
Oh, right, yeah, there's no fucking.
Yeah.
Phantasy Star is completely sexless, IMO. Where'd you go after this?
I went to the northwestern rooms? Northwestern rooms? Yeah. Somehow I looped around and made it to the northwestern rooms.
What'd you find there?
I found a guy with a hat.
Oh, boy.
He says, this is the training room where we improve our bodies and souls. You ever been to one of those before?
A training room? I've been to a gym.
Yeah. Also a guy in here who says, it is our desire to get closer to the feet of the Reverend Lutz.
Oh, dear.
With a clear spirit and a body of steel. That's... wow. Kira says, that's a good attitude. Lutz is the idol of all. Idolize his feet, according to Kira. Also a guy in here who I deemed the Black Mage Vibes guy says, Om.
Well, I called him the purple hair whack job.
Yeah, I can see it. Kira says he's meditating.
So more than Om. You think Om. Yeah.
Om. Kira says he's meditating. Please leave him alone. Books in here as well. I read them.
There's a ton of books in here.
Magic and Technique. Its effect and correlation. Also, technical manual for artificial hibernation.
What's this? Chaz says, and no one answers. So there is a tech manual for cryo. They've got one guy in cryo.
It must work.
Only one person is allowed to live forever. Would you go in cryo for 1,000 years?
No.
I'd probably do
Think
it.
about how fucked up it would be when you wake up. You wouldn't be able to handle it. It'd be a shock to your system.
Well, you would just wake up, and then somehow the Earth would just be a smoldering husk of
And if it wasn't, like Mr. Beast would be president or something.
He'd still be alive. He would also have been in cryo.
Bionic Mr. Beast would be president.
With Mecha Hitler.
Yeah.
He's back.
Finally. It's happening. Second coming.
More bookshelves.
Oh, really?
Spirit and Matter, which Chaz says is too difficult to understand.
I do agree.
These are books on the tables that are in here.
Oh, I missed that.
Bottom book on the left table, Chaz says, what this? It's written in an alphabet I've never seen before.
Oh, the Esper alphabet.
Where'd you go to next, Chris?
Next, I went to the Western Room. Old Bannon here says, oh, I'm scared. I'm afraid of that black energy wave. If Lutz is alive, why doesn't he appear? Especially at a time like this, which is something I also say about Jesus.
Yeah, that's, I think, a question of faith many people have is like, how can a just God allow X number of things to happen?
Yes, I have suffering, etc., things of that nature.
My favorite one of those is my grandma had to die early so that I could be taught a lesson about something.
That's true, but currently there is a bear suffering in the woods somewhere, or a deer or something that the bear is eating.
Right.
And no one sees this happening, and no lesson is being taught, and suffering is happening.
Yeah, but that's not human suffering, I think.
But mammals suffer.
Not depending on what you believe.
Animals suffer.
We are meant to eat the animals and live off the bounty of the land.
That is true, but if suffering is like your gateway, your leveling up test to get to heaven, then why is the bear suffering?
I should be allowed to execute my dog with a shotgun whenever I want.
No, then you won't get into heaven. But you can be the
sarcasm parentheses parody.
Yeah, you won't get into heaven, but you may be able to be like the Secretary of Defense.
Oh right, yeah, you get a nice cabinet
Service.
position if you start executing animals with reckless energy.
Not defense, Homeland Security, excuse me.
Yeah, I need more of a drinking problem for defense.
Middle area that appears to be sacred?
Hell yeah, let's go up there.
There's a statue in here. It's different than the other statues. Not the woman has statues. Different.
Please tell me they say something is good.
It's a mystifying statue of a woman. It's similar to the statue of a heroine I saw in Termy.
Oh, wow.
It must be Alice Lansdale, Eric.
I mean, they're all Alice Lansdale, Chris.
No, the other one is a beautiful face woman has.
Okay, you say so.
Did woman has beautiful face Alice Lansdale Sega Mega Drive?
And like others such as You Are. Genesis Model 2.
What the hell?
Great. So, I spoke with a green hair Cape man in here and who says, this is the hall of worship, but with the numerous crises of late, it's been quite unused.
Are you a crises or a crises?
I'm a crises guy probably, but I like to say crises. It's fun.
It's a lot. It's phonetically, it's more interesting.
It's
I
more,
agree.
yeah, it's definitely more interesting. But I also think it's interesting that people stop going to church because Trump's president, or bad things are happening. COVID's out. Don't go to church.
What?
They said this is the Hall of Worship, but with numerous crisis delay, it's quite unused. So no one's worshiping anymore because things are bad.
I don't see that. I think that all the Espers are dispatched to heal people in Meese. That's why no one's worshiping. Because the Esper Mansion is walled off. I think these are just an intra-faith.
We've deployed the deacons to heal the sick.
Yeah, so no one's here doing the ceremonies.
Why did I say deacons? Okay. Green Hair Kate number 2 says, have you heard there's a rumor of a sacred sword which has been passed down in Algo since ancient times. It is said that it will increase the power of its wielder many-fold.
Would someone tell us this if we would not be wielding the sword at some point?
Not in this game.
No. But do you think
there needs to be a game where that happens and there's no sword?
Never?
Yeah.
Did you ever play To the Moon, I think?
Fuck to the Moon? Never played that.
No, that's this ain't no fucking porn parody. No, I want to say it was To the Moon that opened up with a JRPG battle type thing, and then there was just never one again in the video game because it wasn't that kind of video game.
Oh, cool.
Hilarious jest, Chris.
I love it.
The green hair in the top right of this courtyard. Have you heard? There's a rumor about that's the same fucking... No, actually they say something different.
Yeah, it's different.
Have you heard there's a rumor about the sacred sword Elise Dion, which has been passed down in Algo since ancient times. It is said that it is located somewhere here in Desolus. So these random religious people are telling me about sacred swords they don't know the location of.
Oh, interesting. Do you think they just walk around telling people about the sacred sword, or is that just something in their ancient texts?
Could be both.
Probably.
I mean, I lie to children all the time. It's hilarious. They believe you.
Same here.
Did you go in the bottom right room, pick up some stuff?
East Room treasure?
Yeah.
Soul dew?
Hell yeah.
Do the dew? 10,000 Meseta, reflex robe, and a Laco rod.
Love my Laco rod.
Yeah, if I remember correctly, is it Laconium?
Mm-hmm. Sure.
Is the strongest metal on Desolus or something?
Tools? Tool store? Yeah.
Northeast rooms.
6 beds, 4 stools, 1 nightstand, 2 books, 3 bookshelves, 1 table, and 1 guy walking around.
Yellow Hairman, he says, these rooms belong to my friends who are in Meese now. In the right room here, there's a half-read book. It says, Records of the Great Predecessors. Another one that says, Mystery of Life Energy, which is something I want to know about because we've been trying to figure out what the life energy is. Also one that says, ESP Ability and Ideology.
Chaz says it's too difficult to understand.
ESP is too difficult to understand.
Desolus, it's light and shadow, which Chaz hums.
And there's another yellow hair in here, right? It says, Espers are human too. And if they don't sleep, they will die. They will still be hungry.
Chris, how long can humans sleep before they die?
How long can they not sleep?
That's what I meant to say, of course.
I don't know. 48 hours for 70.
It can't be 72. I've done that.
96.
I'm going to go 5 days.
5 days.
5 days.
And yours is 96, however many days that could be. That is 4 days.
Okay.
Fake Net, how long can he... What is the world record for not sleeping? And also, what will the average human die at if they don't sleep?
Initializing Fake Net.
Apparently in 1997, some guy went 18 days and 21 hours without sleeping, but then the world record ceased being observed out of safety concerns. Most humans can make it about 8 to 10 days without sleep before their shit is irreparably fucked up. I personally cannot fall asleep until the Butlerian Jihad.
Cool. So, left room leads to a long hallway that seems to loop around, but I discovered a red hair person in my travels who says, I feel it too. An enigmatic wave enveloping this planet.
Kira adds more.
Yes. In addition, the closer you get to Garbage Tower, the stronger it becomes.
So it poisons the land more and more. It blackens the earth.
Just like my heart.
Red robe, purple hair, toga at the top. The inner sanctuary is beyond this entrance, but the royal guards are protecting it and won't let us in. How do you feel about royal guards in the middle of a religious community? Who's appointed them? Who's their leader? Where do they come from? Do they get paid? Where do they sleep?
Do the Pope's bodyguards get paid? Right?
Do they? Does anybody in Vatican City get paid?
Oh, yeah. Priests make salaries.
Really?
Yeah.
Is it a lot?
Fake Net.
Initializing Fake Net.
Vatican City officials apparently make like $50,000 to $60,000 per year. Roman Catholic priests in the United States appear to make $30,000 to $60,000 per year. The Pope takes no salary.
Because, I mean, the whole thing about being a priest is you own nothing, right? I don't know if you're allowed
I thought that was monks.
I thought that they were, at least the Catholic priest is supposed to be emulating the life of Christ, who also owned nothing. So, do they only have the bare minimum?
Fascinating questions that I'm shocked I never asked when I was in school.
I think that at some point in this podcast, we asked a Fake Net if priests were allowed to have Xboxes. But I don't remember the answer.
I mean, someone gave, Either Obama or the Pope, someone in Poland gave them a copy of The Witcher 3, right? That's a memory I seem to have clanking around somewhere in there.
Obama got The Witcher 3 from Poland. That has nothing to do with the Pope.
That's it. The Pope didn't get a copy of The Witcher 3
does not
and
play
the
Witcher 3, no.
accompanying DLC. Red hair, left side. Upon hearing stories about Reschel and Meese, I sent some of my friends, but I don't have any idea about the conditions there because of the wall of ice. Hey, it's Kira. You were able to make it home. And finally, the brown hair guard in the courtyard.
Kira, you may not pass here without permission.
In response, Kira wonders,
Since when do I need permission? Open the door for us.
The guard says, hell no.
That I cannot do.
An angered Kira deploys a slur.
You pig-headed oaf.
Rune, for reasons that are either obvious or mystifying, commands,
Let her enter.
The guard shoves it back.
How dare you? I cannot. Hey, it's you. Forgive my rudeness. Please enter.
It's who, I wonder who is.
Who is who? Who is has?
Who is has is.
Who is has beautiful face?
What is? Chaz cannot believe this shit.
Rune?
Nobody says anything, but the two guards step aside and now we have access to the outdoor courtyard. Both guards will now say, please excuse me. The courtyard is fairly large with a few snowy trees. In the center is another building which we enter. Inside are 4 statues of Alice, a stairwell, and a berobed wizard. The wizard says,
Rune. It's good to see you made it back safely.
Rune says, hell to the fuck with that.
Forget the formalities. I'm going in.
The wizard replies,
Oh, yes, of course. As you wish. Did you see all this coming? Did you already have a good context for what was happening here?
Having played Phantasy Star 1, yes.
Okay.
And several times in my notes, I've accidentally called Rune by a separate name and had to edit it later.
Oh, interesting. Okay, so
I think Lutz was called Noah in the original English translation.
Yeah, I remember seeing that.
You're wrong about that.
I remember there being a Noah. I don't remember who was who. I kind of saw something coming with Rune. Like, I think we wondered early on if he was Sephiroth. Because he was standing there in the smoldering ruins.
Well, rather than talk about what's coming, let's just get to it.
Yeah.
As I try to walk down the stairs, Rune says,
This is the inner sanctuary, and further beyond, there's a room called Lutz's room.
Kira, who is acting normal and not weird, adds more to it.
That's right. So now the time has finally come. At least we're going to meet Lutz. Oh dear. Are my clothes clean? How's my hair? Oh, what shall I do? I'm so nervous.
Apparently no one knows the deal yet, as Rika speculates.
I wonder what kind of person he is. What do you think, Chaz?
Chaz thinks of nothing. He contemplates existing words.
Lutz, the legendary magician.
We head down there and it produces footsteps. Is that new? Have there always been footstep sounds with stairs?
I don't recall.
Kira hustles up to this floating silver orb shit in the center of the room and says,
What's going on? No one's here. Reverend Lutz, please show yourself.
Manga panel cutscene, Rune appears standing with his aqua hair against an ice blue wall. He speaks.
Lutz is not here. He left this world long ago.
Kira can't believe this shit.
What?
Is our princess in another castle, Chris?
Yes.
Manga panel, Chaz and Ren stand tall with inquisitive faces. Ren deals in matters of facts.
No human could live for over 2,000 years.
Kira treats that comment like an assault on her reality.
That can't be. I saw him with my very own eyes. Besides, we're all believers, aren't we? We believe in the legend of Esper, that Lutz lives on and is leading us, don't we? That's why we're all trying so hard. He has to exist.
It's a crisis of faith, Chris. This is what happens when I wonder if the fake net is not real.
But I am real, my son.
We're all trying so hard, it has to exist.
It has to be real. If it's not real, the whole podcast collapses. It can't be fake. Rune tells Kira to cool her jet's man.
Kira, calm down. It's true that Lutz is no longer of this world, but even if his physical body is no more, his spirit lives on.
Chaz has never pondered this exact concept.
What?
Manga panel, that orb at the center of the room hovering above a golden pedestal thing. Rune speaks an insane sentence.
Before he died, he left his will and memory in the telepathy ball.
Telepathy ball, that's what we're going to go with here?
Well, we're going to call it the telepathy ball. What would you call it?
Orberizer.
The Orberizer is way better than telepathy ball.
Yeah. Rika, too, ponders the orb.
Then you're saying this ball is Lutz?
Rune tells Rika she's wrong, but he's not a dick about it.
No, he's not here now. But if the chosen person appears, then Lutz's will and memory will be transferred to that person.
So we're getting a mind-brain transfer. No one's in cryo. There's some memory in the orb that will be put into like a Dalai Lama situation.
Yeah, like does it have to have the perfect host? I guess.
The host has to prove himself. It will choose the host.
Isn't there a lot of fiction where you got to find the perfect host? I feel like there's a lot
Star
of
Trek deals with some of that.
perfect host fiction, perfect host genre.
.com. Kira fixates on one word specifically.
Chosen?
The screen goes black, then brandishes a new manga panel. It's of Rune, pointing his black-gloved hand at his own forehead as he smirks. Rune speaks.
So now.
But Chaz viciously interrupts.
Wait!
Rika says what we all must be thinking.
Rune? Rune is Lutz?
Faye is Kim. Out of nowhere, the old wizard enters the room and confirms what we know in our eyes and hearts.
That is correct. Rune Walsh is the 5th generation Lutz.
Fucking Rune Walsh.
Rune Walsh.
Rune Walsh.
Fucking Rune Walsh. Okay, so the perfect host situation kind of reminds me of the plot of Xenogears, where it's like the perfect contact situation.
Faye is Kim.
Which means Faye is Kim came from Phantasy Star 4. Because Rune Walsh has been reincarnated 5 times, just like Faye.
You hit the button.
It began in
Fantasy.
Star 4.
That's number 14.
Manga panel. Kira points nervously, dropping an anime tear. Rika covers her mouth with her hands. Kira stutters and stammers as she observes the truth.
You're Lutz? How could that be?
Rune or Lutz or whatever you want to call him now breaks it down for everyone playing at home.
Listen, Chaz.
Manga panel. Chaz produces his own anime tear. Rune continues.
It's anime sweat drop, Eric.
What is tear if not sweat?
I think there's a difference between tear and sweat, right?
Both happen when I'm sad.
That's true, but both don't happen when you're fast. When you're hot. Do you cry when you're hot?
I do, if it's real hot and it hurts.
Do you cry when you're taking a shit after White Castle?
I've not eaten White Castle in 10 years, but I can imagine that would still be the case.
We typically get White Castle on Valentine's Day.
That's lovely. At the dine-in, do you have to make an appointment for that?
No, we just get it and eat it. Since ancient times in Algo, there has been a cycle where calamities occur every 1,000 years. That's because of a personification of evil called Dark Force is resurrected every 1,000 years. Up until now, every time it occurred, a courageous person would defeat the evil to maintain peace.
Chris, it's cyclical. We must break the cycle. But wait, Rika tells everyone to hold their horses.
But we definitely did defeat Dark Force at Curran, yet there's no sign of abatement.
There's abatement again.
I love abatement. I love abating. Yet there's no sign of abatement of these abnormal conditions in Algo.
Chaz asks his favorite question.
So what's going on?
Rune deploys enough lore for at least one more act of this video game.
Algo was shaken 1,000 years ago by the explosion of Parma. The delicate balance we were able to maintain was severely upset. This might be the result of that. The black energy wave can still be felt.
Chaz jumps to a conclusion.
Are you saying that Dark Force is still alive? Also, I have a question.
Yeah.
Why did Parma explode again? Can you remind me? Was it a Dark Force situation or was it a Mother Brain situation? What happened? Do we know?
I think the planet blew up. I think maybe we blew it. I don't remember. I have no idea.
Fake net.
And everybody got on a generational ship to get the fuck out of there, and they wondered what they would see in the final days, but I don't remember Why did Parma blow up?
Initializing fake net.
The artificial satellite Gyla, which was also a prison, fell out of space, collided with Parma, aka Palm, and blew it up.
Thank you.
You're welcome, Christopher.
Manga panel. Rune stands alone against the stars. He clenches his black-gloved fist, and he says,
That, I don't know. But I can say the root of all evil is not yet destroyed. The only thing to do is to defeat it. I have chosen you, Chaz.
So Chris was right. Chaz is a special boy of destiny.
Only because he was chosen by Rune Walsh.
Lutz. Walsh.
Okay, I'm with you.
Chaz can't believe this shit.
Me.
Rune says another sentence that's going to make Chaz throw up.
I have chosen you as the soldier to fight the inevitable decisive battle.
Chaz throws up, but in word form. He asks a completely valid question.
Why choose me?
Rune christens Chaz as a person of lordly caliber.
I felt you are a man of potential. We will soon find out if my judgment was correct, Chaz.
Chaz's reply made me genuinely laugh.
Oh, great. This is very funny.
Manga panel, Rune, fist still raised, smiles in anime at Chaz. Chaz looks dead. I can't square any of this with Rune talking shit to Chaz for the previous 30 hours or whatever.
Well,
just testing him. Rune decides this conversation has gone on long enough.
Well, that's the story. Sorry I kept it secret all this time. We'll keep on cooperating with each other. Right?
Are you buying this?
Buying Rune?
Yeah. Did he know about this shit?
Know about the Dark Force? I think he's...
Okay, so no, that he's Lutz. Or did the comment, did it just like, did the two personalities just now merge?
Oh, no, I think he's been Lutz the whole time.
Okay.
He's been out on a quest for a while.
I thought like the orb beamed Lutz into the Rune host just now.
No, I think that Rune could have revealed this fact a long time ago, but no one would have believed him until we got to this point.
Because he made allusions to it before, but I thought it was like wondering if maybe you're gay. Like, shit, I'm feeling something here that's not traditional. But he didn't have like a finger on it yet, right?
Yeah, that's kind of like how Jesus felt, right? Gay.
Yeah.
I mean, like he was the Messiah. Like he was
actually,
called,
yeah, that is
called.
pretty.
I think that's a story in the Bible. Like he's feeling the call of God or whatever.
Chaz continues to be lost for words.
Yeah.
Rune updates the mission objective.
Anywho, we've got to get to a Garbik Tower where the answer lies.
Manga panel, Kira, unhappy face, anime sweats. The old man stands behind her with his long fingernail-ass fingers extended. Either that guy or Rune continues.
There's carnivorous trees that obstruct those who try to pass. But if you use the Eclipse Torch, you will be able to destroy it.
That sounds familiar. Rune tells us about this new place we have to go to get the new thing to use on the other thing.
Okay, our destination is decided. It's off to the Gumbius Temple.
The old man says.
The Desilesian Temple located in the mountain of valley west of here.
Rune feels like he's been typing down dialogue for a podcast for 3 hours. He wants to get this show on the road. He says,
We're off. Come on, Chaz, stop looking so dazed.
Kira has discovered that her own personal Jesus is an asshole.
How disappointed that Lutz would be so insensitive.
Rune says the same thing I say when people ask why I am the way I am.
Sorry about that. I've always been like this.
Kira cries. I talk to the old man again.
Oh, what does he say?
I pray for your safety.
Same.
And I pray we can get out of this episode and visit the RealNet.
Initializing RealNet.
Hello, RealNet. Nice to see you again. Thank you for joining us once again on this fine, what is today? Wednesday?
Retrograde February.
Wednesday evening recording session. Hopefully, for those of you listening to the podcast, you're listening to it on Monday right when it comes out because I require validation and I want lots of downloads right at the first minute.
I listen to almost... all my podcasts that I listen to download immediately, but I'm usually on like a 3 or 4 or 6 day delay for listening.
Yeah.
For the ideal rotation.
The dude says still waiting for the Florida recount for the miniseries election.
Hanging Chads.
Hanging Chaz. Get it?
Oh, yeah, I get it. Yep.
It's funny, isn't it? It's very funny. We're going to have to get the Mega Man drop for sure.
Oh, God, man.
Mega Man?
Eric Fernandez says, I was hoping for a game I've played in the last 2 years.
I always hope for games that I've played. Actually, that's not true. I think I like playing new games more than, I don't know, fucking who knows. I love everything.
I think I've already played, with the exception of maybe Final Fantasy VI, I think I've already gone back and played all the games that I wanted to play for this podcast.
Confirmed, Chris didn't want to play Parasite Eve 2.
Well, I've never played Parasite Eve 2. I'm talking about games I've already played.
Okay.
Yeah, replay, sorry. Shy Guy 32 says, I love how psychic powers / Esper shit are a sci-fi staple just because people thought ESP was actually possible back around the time that sci-fi was solidified as a genre. Yeah, you remember hearing stuff about ESP like when you were, 11 years old?
I mean, it was a major plot point for Independence Day.
I just remember how, reading about ESP in, a magazine or a book or something when I was a kid and thinking that it was real.
I mean...
I feel like there's a lot more stuff
They were
out
all,
there.
in the pre-internet age, you had people just fucking saying shit. What, Geller and the fucking Johnny Carson spoons? All kinds of fucking grifters going around feigning magical power for fame and fortune. Right, all just kind of remixing the same snake oil joke about it. And now all we have is David Blaine.
Shit. Mel says, does Chris know there's currently a new Samurai Troopers anime airing right now? I do not know that fact, and I wish I didn't.
Have you heard that theory of media where we've reached the end of history? That if you walk into the toy store now, you're going to see the same shit that was on the shelves in 1989?
If there was indeed still such a thing as a toy store, then yes.
Well, there are tour aisles in stores where you can get Ninja Turtles and Transformers and G.I. Joe and wrestling figures and also Mr. Beast figures.
And He-Man.
And He-Man. It's at some point, there were winners and losers and there's no more fucking entrance. It's all eating itself. Everyone eats the black goo.
Damn.
I'm out of missiles.
Jesse says the heated rivalry creator is a tyranny.
I was at a breakfast thing and I got multiple people have been watching the gay hockey show, Heated Rivalry, and emphasizing that it is very good. But I think it's on Apple. Or Paramount or something. It's on something I don't have.
HBO.
Oh, is it HBO? Actually, sometimes I have HBO. Consider me interested.
Shaggy 32 says, in Phantasy Star 2, you watch Lutz come out of cryo sleep.
That pretty much confirms the cryo angle then.
Yeah. I think Shaggy 32 also said that his name was Noah in the first game.
I believe, in the English, all 4-letter words, of course.
Yeah, Shaggy 32 says, Lutz was Noah in Phantasy Star 1's English translation, but Lutz in Japanese. Phantasy Star 2 changes the North American translation to Lutz to match the original Japanese. Mel reminds us that Rune's name in Japanese was Thray.
Thray Walsh.
Thray girl.
Jesus, Chris.
Sorry about that. Mm-hmm. Yep. 7-8 says Rune wishes he could be that earnestly dumb. Maybe the earnest dumbness from Chaz is part of the reason why Rune chose him, because he's too stupid to realize that he's going to be assigned an impossible task.
We're not necessarily stupid. I've recently got a new boss who, let's say, is younger than September 11th. And something I've noticed about the youth is they're not cynical yet. Like, they're still idealistic and hopeful about things.
Really?
So the power of positive force can be used in various ways that could make up ground where older adults may falter.
Interesting.
So Chaz, maybe not with a bone of cynicism in his body and just hero, dumb guy energy, is actually a force of positivity in a damned world.
Oh, okay. I haven't really worked with anybody that much younger than me in quite a while, and I do enjoy that.
They have new perspectives.
Yeah, but I don't want to teach anybody how to do anything.
Oh, no, yeah, I'm done with that.
Because they don't know how to do anything. Sorry if you're young. I used to not know how to do anything either, so. Oh, nice. The dude is making a Death Scythe Gunpla kit tonight. It's pretty good. Gotta love building Gundams. Shaka32 says, the Eclipse Torch was a key item in Phantasy Star 1. Alice used it to...
Spoilers for next episode.
What?
I've got the same thing. It's fine. Go ahead.
Oh, spoilers for something that you have. We'll give Shaka32 his moment. The Eclipse Torch was a key item in Phantasy Star 1. Alice used it to reveal a lone tree growing on Desolus and retrieve the Nut of Lamura, which when combined with the Laconian pot at the top of the tower of Baya Malay allows Meow to fly to Lassig's castle. It's a lot of fucking words there, dude.
The air castle.
Gotta love air in castles. Anyway, thank you, Real, for joining us tonight. We'll see you in the next episode of Retrograde Amnesia. This episode was recorded on February 11th, 2026. Thanks, Mark, for the intro music.
Joke's on you. I didn't even play that. I asked AI to do it in a prompt, even though there weren't AI tools yet. Think about it, the government.
You can find us on Bluesky and or YouTube at Retrograde Amnesia, or on the internet at retroam.com. Email the podcast at podcast@retrogradeamnesia.com. And of course, support the podcast on Patreon at patreon.com/retroam and get bonus episodes, miniseries, live recording sessions, and access to the RealNet. For those of you joining soon, you will be able to hear the Mega Man Legends miniseries coming soon at some point in the future. Until next time, Eric.
Yes, we will reduce the frequency of the dark energy wave.
And now, you may go back to sleep.
Must recover all the energy immediately, Mega Man.
We're also joined by the Fake Net, our post-production AI companion, who... Green shirt, blue hat.
I thought there was another military shooter from the...
Spec Ops.
I was going to say, I'll see you on the battle. Fucking move on. That is Star War number. How is Mark at a show? He's playing Arc Raiders right now. Unless somebody's using his computer.
Mark's lied to us. We will fire him and hire
You're Parasite Eve too.
It's invalidated.
It just popped up that he's playing Arc Raiders.
Maybe he's home.
At 7:30, he's at a show.
Maybe he's a private show.
Mark does not have... I mean, maybe somebody in his house is playing Arc Raiders. Who knows? Does his fiance play Arc Raiders?
Fuck no.
Okay. I don't really know her very well, other than hello, hi, how are you? The Japanese title of that anime was called Samurai Troopers. That gives you a better visual of what they are.
No, it does. Thank you.
I found it.
No.
Our friend Josh and I were talking about isekais the other day and how we don't like them. And I was like, wonder what the first one of those was, because he said it was Dot Hack. And I was like, I don't think so. I think it's older than that. And I looked it up, and the first isekai is Alice in Wonderland.
In film or all of fiction?
In all of fiction.
That can't be right.
No, actually, there's
no fucking way that's right.
There's actually a Japanese story that goes back further than that, but in terms of...
I'm pretty sure there's one that's 2,000 years old that goes back further. I mean, what the fuck? Yeah.
Yeah, there's like an old Japanese fable, I think, but the...
I want to wrap Josh on the knuckles for... Okay, go ahead.
Well, he was talking about like an anime, like being trapped in the computer specifically.
Right, from Japan.
Yes. Anyway, Kira's trapped in the computer, I guess. Horror.
The script says, whore are you all. I wonder if Chris will say that.
I did.
Fucking Ron Burgundy. Motherfucker said whore.
Well, I mean, I noticed it, but I thought it'd be funny to say, you know?
I'm sure.
I did it for the comedy joke. Anyway.
Kira continues.
Thank you for that information, Kira. Or Eric, cut that.
Kira responds, nope, that's the wrong one. It's like when I fuck up at Home Depot and buy the wrong screw. Shit, I have to go back to Home Depot. I've been to Home Depot 5 times in one day. You ever done that?
Twice, probably. Why was I
Why were you in Dennis, Chris?
Why were
you at Home Depot?
I drove all the way to a Home Depot in Clarksville, Indiana.
You have a unique piece of wood there?
To try to find a specific brick for my turtle fort. Sorry about that.
Lizard Man.
Green hair, side sash, cape toga guy. Right. Well, no, why do we do that?
Go ahead. I don't have him, I don't think.
Oh, you just said it.
I did?
Mm-hmm. Kira, may I pass that permission?
Oh, fuck. Oh, you said... Okay, you said brown, I said green. That was confusing. Kira! Oh, sorry about that. No. He's here now. But if the chosen person appears...
What? Nope.
Nope. Sorry about that. What? Huh? Rika? Rika, right?
Yeah, but it's no, he's not here now.
Am I Rune or Rika right now? I'm
Rune
Rune.
tells Rika she's wrong, but he's not a dick about it.
No, he's no here right now. He's not here right now?
Yeah.
He's here right now. Yeah, the script must messed up or I screwed it up. No, he's here now. But if the chosen person appears... Am I reading this right?
I've got no, he's not here now.
Okay. Also of note, what's really fucked up is that someone texted me a minute ago.
Yeah.
And came on watch, and his name's Chaz.
That's pretty cool. I don't know any Chazes.
Yeah. It just, it made me laugh.
Here's something equally fucked up. Whenever I get ready to go to Chris's house, listeners, I've been texting him pictures of Tom Brady.
Yeah.
I did that, and then I turned my car on, and the first word out of sports radio was Tom Brady.
Oh, good. What's Tom Brady up to?
I don't remember the context.
Oh.
Rune decides, and then we already did that.
But a robot who used to be a man who smokes turns sicker an enemy, prion. Sein beachipid by on.
The sickness. Yes. Do I also have to say Rune?
Yes.
Rune.
Chaz replies, but those kind of is true.
I wonder if it's written on this Lego right here. I don't think so.
Yeah, there's all kinds of writing on Legos all the time.
You never know. This one. Yeah.
Ralph the dog is ro.owl.f.
Would be. He says these room belong. No, I don't think so.
Well, fucking shit. Who'd you talk to next? It's not it.
Green hair guard in the middle. Kira, you might not pass here without permission. Are we there yet?
Not quite. There's some more before that.
Okay, then just.
Rune for mystifying reasons that are either obvious or. Quick question. At the Super Bowl party 2 days ago, did you eat any of the Seahawks cookie cake?
No. Did it make your poop blue?
Like it always does a little bit, but it was like bright aqua. It was like I have never seen it that bright before in my entire life. It's like when I wiped, it's like I was just wiping pure frosting. It was disgusting.
Oh, gross. I don't know what wiping's
like. I want
like.
to send everybody a picture of it, but I figured it would be in poor taste.
That would be. I typically steer away from those very rich iced cookie cakes.
Oh, so good.
It can't
Fuck
be.
me, man.
I feel like those things I regret instantly. I will eat anything that I will regret like later, but if I have to regret it instantly, I'm not fucking doing it.
Yeah, you've learned enough at this point. Well, speaking of taking a shit.
Of these normal conditions in Algo.
Abnormal conditions.
We'll find Dr. Wowie.
Playtime's over!